Welcome to the D-VELO-P Cycling Training Podcast, where we untangle the complexities of peak performance in cycling. And here is the dorky coaching duo who will be your hosts.
All right. Welcome to the first episode of this podcast. My name is Fredrik, and you can introduce yourself.
Yeah, and my name is Erik, and we are the two coaches in D-VELO-P.
Well, and like I said, this is the first episode of our podcast. It's going to be real fun to sit here and talk to you about subjects we are quite passionate about usually.
Yeah, and this first subject is something we want to keep everyone in mind with, and that is to keep healthy this fall, since it is the last week in September and the autumn is closing in, at least here in Scandinavia. We want to give you some tips in how to keep healthy this fall.
Absolutely. And usually this time of year, people are going back to work or school and things like that after a summer that also gives plenty of sunshine and time to be healthy. And then all of a sudden, everyday life is all over us with work meetings, picking up kids at the daycare and whatnot. And these are usually things that make it challenging to keep healthy.
For sure.
So the number one tip right off the bat is trying to stay away from people who are sick, which usually is a lot more difficult than it sounds.
Yeah, and we're used to it now in the last years with the COVID, that you need to keep the distance of at least 1.5 meters from people that you suspect are ill. And all the government and stuff has told us about that the last year, so it's pretty annoying to hear, but it's a good tip.
Yeah, definitely. The COVID certainly taught the whole world population a lot about trying to keep healthy, or at least not getting sick. And I think a lot of people are used to those kind of guidelines. And also, I mean, everybody were constantly reminded of course, washing your hands, maybe using hand sanitizer. One tip that I think a lot of people may not be aware of, that when a pathogen like a virus or bacteria has just entered the upper respiratory tract in the mouth or nose, then it is still possible to kill it off with some kind of antiseptic lotion or fluid like alcohol or something similar, to like gargle your mouth, maybe even if you drink alcohol. I don't, but most people do. Also swallowing it kills off the bacteria in the upper respiratory tract, and when you just contracted it, then you still have a chance of killing it. So after you've been exposed to somebody who's ill or big crowds or things like that, that might be a little trick that can keep you healthy.
Yeah, for sure. And the next thing we want to talk about is the training stuff. That's pretty more fun than the daily life. And training, especially training too much, is a problem because you break down your immune system, and it is easier to get bacteria and viruses when you are overtrained.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to exercise, it's a classic U curve. That's like if you're sedentary or not exercising much at all, then your immune system is probably not up to speed, not on par. And then it gets better the more you exercise. But then you cross a threshold, and when you start exercising more than that, then your immune system takes a toll again, and that's usually the case with people who are into high-level sports.
Yeah. And when you mix those things together with the training and daily life, with, as we said, going back to school or work or picking up kids at daycare, you stress your body with different things as well. And stress from training and stress from daily life breaks down the immune system as well.
Absolutely. So, I mean, during this part of the year, if not your A event or something that you've been focusing on quite a long time, and you need to do some really hard training periods, this might be a great time to ease back a little bit on training, just to keep your immune system in better shape.
Yeah, and a good rule of thumb is that maintaining a certain performance levels requires about 1/3 or 30 to 35% of the intensity of the training you usually do as an endurance athlete, at least.
Yeah.
And with autumn, it also comes with slight colder weather transitions from warm to cold. We experienced that in Sweden today, at least, with a very cold morning. And that usually happens in the autumn or spring as well. And the people most likely makes mistakes by dressing too lightly. They see that the sun is shining and it looks really nice, but then you get outside, it's very cold.
Yeah, and that places a load on the body, but as well, I would kind of advise not to overdress either, like thinking that it's winter, because as you know, we're big fans of heat training, but I mean, heat training is also a load on the body.
Maybe you don't know yet, but you will know soon.
Yeah, well, the spoiler alert, we're big on heat training. Yeah. But I mean, of course, that is also a load on the body, and you want to minimize that in this context. So if you're not especially in need of a heat training block, this might not be a good time to do it, or at least not overdress in your normal training just because you want to keep warm.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, another big thing that impacts the immune system is the things we put in our mouth that hopefully is not pathogens, but that is the food we eat, the macronutrients and micronutrients. And like the first thing to do when you get back from a training session is start replenishing your carbohydrate stores, because low carbohydrate stores has a quite detrimental effect on the immune system. So getting that up and running as soon as possible is something to do that you can do right away, that increases your chances of staying healthy.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, since this time of year the sun is not as it's not with us as much as in the summer, and that is a great source of vitamin D, which has also been linked to the immune system. During summer, I would probably not advise anyone to take a vitamin D, but at least yeah, at least here in Scandinavia, when the winters get really dark, that might be a great tip to add a little bit of vitamin D during winter time, maybe starting already now in fall. But yeah, like usual with the ergogenic aids, more is not better. But I think somewhere around, is it, I think 4,000 international units is like, yeah, more than that, very iffy if it has any positive effects.
Yeah, and so far we have been discussing mostly avoiding bacteria or viruses, but there's plenty of bacteria that help us to keep healthy as well, and these are probiotics. And that's good bacteria in our intestines and our gut flora controls many things that keeps us healthy, including the immune system.
Yeah, a
So-
lot of people say that taking care of your stomach usually makes you more healthy and avoid sickness.
Yeah. So to eat stuff like yogurt or sauerkraut or sourdough bread can keep you healthy a couple more days a year, hopefully.
Yes. And if the worst thing happens, well, not the worst, but what we've been trying to avoid. It sounds like we're talking about nuclear war here. But if you get sick, there's some evidence to support that taking a bit of magnesium, somewhere in the vicinity of like 75 milligrams of magnesium. No, sorry, not magnesium, zinc.
Yeah.
Per day has been shown to reduce the number of days that you are ill. Which usually is something you want to achieve when you go there getting sick, because most people end up there one time or another in the year.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Well, that's a wrap.
Yeah, I think that's it for this first pilot episode of the D-VELO-P podcast.
And we'll try to keep them about this length in the future, and hopefully informative, and at least we enjoy talking about these things. I hope you guys enjoy listening to them as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't have anything more to add, I think.
Well, then let's wrap it up, and hopefully
one more thing. What maybe the most important thing we forgot is to get your hours of sleep. At least 7 hours of sleep per night is key for keeping
that is a tip that me as a father of young children might need to improve a little bit. I think a lot of people are in the same situation as me, and that takes an effort to get that the right amount of sleep.
Yeah, for sure. Perfect.
Well, great. I think that was a perfect ending to the first conversation of hopefully many.
Yeah, it was. And we'll hear from you. No, you will hear from us next week again.
Definitely. Bye.